Hi everyone, it's good to see you. And today I am actually going to practice and let me make you a bit understand that this video will not be so long because of my mobile phone, and my mobile phone is actually getting running out of the charge. Okay, for that reason I will not be able to actually make a longer video as I expected. However, so without any further now, let's get started. Alright, so today's topic that I am actually covering is the sea. Alright, okay, the first question is okay, and I am actually using my low volume as well because whenever I would like to actually say something louder, so it actually affects my throat. Anyway, so I am not actually fit as fiddle as right now. So yeah. Anyway, the first question that I'm actually going to answer is: Do you like to go? Sorry, do you like to go on holiday by sea? Alright, so it actually depends on my mood and my psychology as well. Because yes, I love to actually go there, but at times I actually love to actually go the hill tracts area as well. Why? For instance, if I am in so much exhausted and I am in so much pressure, and that moment I actually prefer to go to the sea. Why? Whenever I actually go there, the air, the breeze, air, and the wave of the sea actually refreshes my mind and my soul and everything. Okay, for that reason, I actually prefer that. And when it comes to whenever I am actually thinking of just walking, random wandering, alright, so something like that. On that moment, I actually prefer to go to the hilly tracts areas. Alright, yeah. Mostly, I love to actually go to the sea whenever, as I told you, that I am in frustrated or depressed on that moment. To actually come out from this, I actually go to the sea. Alright, now the next question is: Are there many hotels by the sea in your country? We will have to actually say with very sadly that no, we don't have that kind of river or sea beside the restaurant. Okay, so only there are few restaurants available which is actually situated beside the sea. All right, like Cox's Bazar. Okay, there are many restaurants which are actually located and beside this, and we can actually just feel the picture of the sea, and we can actually see the picture of the sea. All right, okay. So but by and large there is no option of actually looking the sea um, from the restaurant. Okay, all right, now the next question is: What kind of activities can people do by the sea? Okay, so there are a couple of activities people actually love to do in the sea. So if I would like to actually say the most common thing that they actually do is swimming or surfing. All right, and at times we also encounter that whenever they are in the sea beach, they actually try to make something with the help of the sands. Okay, and I also would actually do that when I was a kid. All right, so yeah, and I'll have to actually say another thing as well, and that is most of the people actually take the football or cricket ball to actually play over there in the beach. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit it's a bit what should I actually say, the different moment that they actually have, and people actually love to enjoy it over there. Anyway, now let's move on our next question, that is: how long do people normally visit the sea when they go on holiday? All right. Okay. How long do people visit? Okay. So it actually depends on the people. Mostly, if they would like to actually get the full essence of the tour or tourist places, so they actually go for something which is like maximum 5 to 7 days. All right. And if I would like to actually say about the time that they are actually spending, okay, but when it comes to actually a day, so during the day they love to actually spend over there. Okay, so that's what, and yeah, that's what about it. Okay, anyway, what I was actually telling you is, yes, the first thing I need to actually say is, how long do the people normally visit over there? Probably they actually try to see the very moment at the time actually sun rising and at the time of sun setting. Okay, these two sceneries remarkable, and people actually love to enjoy over there on that very specific moment. Okay. All right. But mostly they always actually try to spend the whole day over there, but they always prefer to actually avoid one time, that is when the sun is at their above head. Okay. And it's like 12 p.m. On that very moment it was relentlessly heat. For that reason people actually stay away from that very temperature. All right. Okay. But mostly they love to actually go there and spend time, which is like after afternoon. Yes, on that very moment they actually love to go there until the evening. Okay. Now let's move on our next topic. This is timing related. Okay. So is being late acceptable in your culture? Uh I will have to actually say 50-50, because there are lots of people who actually don't care about the time. So even if you are late, they will not actually take it so much seriously. But there are some people who are so much enthusiastic and passionate about, or they are so much honest that they can't actually even tolerate. Okay. So yeah, it depends on the person, right? So, but mostly, if I'd like to actually say, yes, people are actually being aware every single day, and as they are actually getting so much information from the others, for the reason they are actually trying to evolve themselves from their respective field. Okay, for that reason people are now being so much conscious nowadays. Okay. Now the second question that I'm actually going to answer is, are you ever late for appointments? What was the question? Okay. Uh, I okay. Are you ever late for appointments? Okay, so आपने की appointment जो न sorry, why am I actually using Bangla? Aha. Okay, so yeah, at times I actually do, and at times I don't. But mostly I always love to actually do the things before the schedule, because it actually I actually don't like to be delay, number one, and I want to be a bit proactive, not reactive. And yes, I can actually say yes. The most of the times the work, the task which was assigned on me, and I actually submitted all those things on time either or in time. And a couple of times probably it already passed my deadline. But I can actually say these are like a very handful amount of task, probably. All right, now the next question is, what types of excuses do you do you think are all right for lateness? Since I am not actually since I am not actually truant, so I don't have enough answer for this very specific question, but probably there are many people who can actually answer this question. Like there are very very people who are truant. Okay, so yes, okay. Like that, they can actually answer of that question. So probably I'll have to actually skip that. And the most important, not important, I need to actually say the most common excuses people actually made is due to this, due to that, something like that. Okay, that means they always try to actually make someone blame, all right, or something. Anyway, so I will not be able to actually answer of that question now. The next question is, how do you feel when someone is late for an appointment with you? It literally, I fly off the handle very moment because I can't actually tolerate this kind of things, okay? Because if you actually promised to do something, why you are actually doing late, number one. And even if you actually do the same thing, so it actually provides me a signal that you are not actually so much confident enough, okay? So yeah, accumulating all the things, it actually literally drives me while my bloods, okay? That means I get so much agitated, okay? Now let's move on our next topic, which is related to travel. Wow, travel, okay? The first question that I am actually going to answer is, where was the last place you visited on holiday? So, yes, last time I actually went to the Potanga Sea Beach. Why? The reason of actually going there is, as I told you, that when I am in depressed or if I am in stress or something like that, I actually, for rewinding, I actually go to the area, that means the places where I can actually just feel the relaxed. Okay, so for that reason, the Pothinga Sea Beach is one of them. And mostly when I was actually got stuck with my thesis, number one, and after actually, as soon as I actually did my thesis, and then I actually go for that. Okay, so that was probably the last time, and after that I planned as well, but I actually couldn't. I have itinerary plan, but I don't have enough time to actually go there. And yeah, probably within next month I will make another tour, probably. Okay, the next question is, would you like to go back there again? Of course, I love to actually go there because no matter how many times I actually go there, but whenever I actually go there, as soon as I not as soon as I need to actually say that whenever I actually go there, I actually discover new things. Okay, and most importantly, there are I actually find luckily. So I'm not sure should I actually say that fortunate or unfortunate, because luckily I actually met there are a couple of visitors. That means who are from foreign countries, so they are foreigner and I love to actually spend time over there. Okay, so for the reason, it overall the experience was so good that I, in fact, get any chance I will definitely go. And it does not take too much time to go over there. For the reason, I actually highly prefer to go that very specific places, sorry. Okay, the third question is, what kind of tourist destinations do you usually prefer? Okay, there are loads of tourist destination in sorry, my country. So among them, Cox's Bazar, Botanical Sea Beach, Rangamati, Khagajuri. Okay, there are a couple of places that where the foreigners actually go with the help of the tour guide or on their own. But I would prefer to actually go anywhere with the help of tour. Anyway, tour guide. So among them, so again, I need to actually ask. I would love to actually go to the Cox's Bazar because there are lots of things I can actually go and I can actually do. There are lots of fun activities as well for the children. So the Cox's Bazar in my top priority list. Okay, so and even is if I actually get any kind of foreigner and they would like to actually make any kind of decisions or seek any kind of suggestions, so I always recommend to actually go at least in the Cox's Bazar, which is the longest exhibit in the world. All right, so that's what I would like to actually say. Anyway, now let's move on to our next question. That is, has a foreign visitor ever stayed at your home? Uh, Unfortunately not, but I actually met with lots of foreigners and who actually came from different parts of the world, and in fact I love to actually talk them. They also felt so much honored because of us, and last time when I actually met with one of the foreigners who actually said that if he ever actually come to Bangladesh, he must meet me, and he actually promised that. And I'm not sure that will he actually come, or even if he actually come, will he actually get me or not. Anyway, so that means it actually proves that how pleased or how elated he or she is, because at the end of the day what actually matters is they actually just collect some of the experiences. We will be able to actually provide some of the good experience to them to actually get places in their heart. Okay, so yeah, that's how they are so compassionate, right? And if we can actually do the same thing with them, they would definitely really appreciate that. At the same time, they love to actually talk to the people. So even I actually said that there are lots of people in my country who actually loves the foreigner, and in fact they love to actually talk to the foreigners because of the language barrier. They are not being able to actually talk. So that's what, and they actually relate that. They also mentioned that yes, there are lots of people who genuinely want to actually help. Because of these only barrier they can't, but the way they actually express, the way they actually show the way, and the guideline, it's literally beyond their imagination. They actually thought, because whenever they are actually asking for something, like if they actually do like this, people actually can understand that they would like to actually have something, either water or something like that. They even the money is not actually taken from them. At times they also say that. So they actually say that this is one of the most captivating things for them. They actually said that because the world is actually like they always want to actually earn money. Okay, even if they would like to actually find out something, they would definitely go for that. But when it comes to my people, my country's people, the whole thing is totally opposite. So yes, whenever I actually have heard all of those things, it actually made me so much to be proud because of the Bangladeshese people. All right, now let's move on. Last question, that is because as I told you that I will not actually longer the videos because of my mobile phone. Okay, all right. Okay, the last question is, what is the best way to save money while traveling? Okay, the first thing we need to actually make sure that where we would like to actually go there, and instead of we using the private vehicles, okay, the reserve vehicles, if we take the help of the local vehicles, it may actually cost a bit more. And number two, we need to actually know about the basic budget of everything, from for taking the experience from the people who already are there. Okay, so utilizing all the factors, we can actually save the money. And number two, last but not least, another thing is we should actually have the things which is actually unique to this very specific area. It doesn't mean that I will go there and have everything. No, we may actually get the same thing from different places, but wherever we are actually going, we need to actually just our top most priority should be on that very goods or products, that this is the unique for that very specific location. For example, if I actually go somewhere and this place is actually famous for, let's say, joggery, right? So if I actually go there, yes, I may actually feel hungry or something like that, but I need to actually give the most priority on having this joggery. Okay, and yes, I may actually have the chips, I may actually have any other items, right? But these are common, right? So we may actually find these things anywhere. Okay, so it doesn't mean that I will have to actually have from that very. And one more thing that let me actually clarify: the same goods which is actually sold outside from that very outside of this specific area or places, the price, if you actually compare the price, you will see there are far cry. Okay, there are lots of difference between these two. The product same, the same quality, same service and everything, but in terms of actually price, you will notice that in tourist place the price, the price of the goods is usually higher than the others, right? Other places, I mean. So yes, which proves that yes, we can actually avoid this, but the intention for actually traveling, that means what is actually unique, we need to actually have that, and we need to actually collect from there. It's something like that. Okay, so which are common, we need to actually avoid that. So that's how we can actually save our money. I reckon that. I'm not sure, so you are being actually requested to actually share your opinions, so what you are actually thinking about it. So thank you so much for being with me, and uh, I am actually going to rewind. I am actually going to wind up my video here. Thank you so much once again, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.